This is the November 10 meeting of the Groton Inland Wetland Agency. David Scott's the chair. Staff tonight is Bruce Lofgren and Deb Jones. Members of the public who want to address the commission need to do that under the public hearing or public communications. To be recognized, you need to raise your virtual hand. You can find the hand icon on an of your screen. On a PC, it's at the bottom. If you're on a phone, it's *9.
All right. Yeah, pardon me. A public hearing scheduled for tonight on 80 Star Street, the Devlin residence. Barbara, can you read the letter?
Or the public hearing notice.
The public hearing notice?
I can't access it. I'm on my phone.
Oh,
Actually, I think Barbara Block, you're the secretary, yes?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
so I need to see that also.
Okay, Bruce, can you bring it up? And I cannot.
I can if I know where it is. And I don't
I have it. Can I?
already.
I don't know if I can show it. Can I share it with you, or I have it on my screen?
Oh, do you, Gary?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
should be able to.
So how would I share it with you guys? I'm trying to find that button.
Is it in the agenda packet?
It is, yeah, it is.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Okay, I have the agenda packet.
Here we go.
There's no.
All right, I got it, Gary.
All right.
there it is.
Okay. So, this is, please publish the following public notice for 2 insertions Friday, October 29th, 2021, and Friday, November 5th, 2021, Town of Groton, Inland Wetlands Agency, notice of public hearing. Notice is hereby given that the Inland Wetlands Agency will hold virtual public hearing on Wednesday, November 10th, 2021 at 7 p.m. for the purpose of receiving comments on the following. Inland Wetlands Agency 21-08, 80 Star Street, PIN 2619-14334659. The application is to fill 1,860 square feet of inland wetlands and disturbed upland review area. Activity is associated with the construction of a single unit dwelling, garage, utilities, and residential driveway. Per Norton Wheeler, Mystic River Building applicant Paul and Karen Devlin owner. A Zoom meeting link will be posted to the town website meetings calendar, or can be attended by visiting www.zoom.us. Webinar ID 871-7121-0656, password 479374. A lot of numbers here. Or by phone 1-301-715-8592. Applications are on file and available for public inspection during normal business hours at the Planning Department, 134 Groton Long Point Road, Groton, Connecticut. Dated this 29th day of October 2021 at Groton, Connecticut. On second insertion, please put dated the 5th day of November 2021 at Groton, Connecticut. David Scott Chairman. And then any questions, please contact Linda Galetta at 860-446-5982. Okay, signed by Deborah Jones, Assistant Director.
Thank you. Deb, you have a letter?
I do. So the applicant will not be presenting tonight. They have submitted a letter to the Wetland Agency and myself, dear Deb, on behalf of the owner and the applicant. Please accept this letter as a formal request to open and table the November 10, 2021 public hearing on the referenced inland wetlands application to the December 8, 2021 meeting. This request is made to provide the opportunity to receive and address review comments on the application by CLA engineer. Feel free to contact me at 860-779-7299 if there are any questions. Sincerely, Norman Thibault, who is the design engineer on the project.
All
So,
right.
any idea what that's about or?
So sure, just as a brief explanation, at your last meeting, you determined that this was a complex application that needed a third-party review. So CLA Engineers was engaged to do that third-party review. They had not finished their review as of when we posted the agenda. We have just gotten it in the office today. So the applicant wanted to wait to do their presentation until they could see what the third party had for comments on their application. So they will do a full presentation at the December meeting. And at that point, folks can review and comment on the application. Anyone in the public who wants to take a look at the file, just let us come on into the office. We're fully open at 134 Groton Long Point Road, and the files are available there. Or you can give me a call if you like, Deb Jones, 860-446-5972, and I'm also on the website.
All right, thank you. All right, we need a motion to continue. Do we have to open this, Deb?
Yes, it is open. Yes, exactly.
is
So you're
open.
continuing it.
We need a motion to continue this hearing to the next meeting, which is December 8th.
So moved.
Second,
Second,
all right? Discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstentions? All right, we'll continue it to the 8th of December.
And just to reiterate, you know, folks can attend the 8th meeting and offer comments there. You can contact me with questions. You can submit any kind of letter or email, and that will also go to the agency.
All right. Do you have any other public communications, Deb?
I do not, but I do see a hand raised. So I'm going to allow you to speak, but you shouldn't speak on the public hearing application that has been tabled to the next meeting, and that's when the agency will take comments on it. Okay, so I don't see a hand anymore. Okay, so if anybody has anything to address the commission other than that hearing, you're welcome to do so. Nope, guess not.
All right, approval of the minutes of October 13th.
I move to accept them, the minutes of October 13th.
We have a
Second.
second discussion? No? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
aye,
Opposed, abstentions, all right. We have a new application, 12 Swan Lane, a deck. The owner, I believe, is supposed to be here to present this.
Yes, looks like James Gentry is here. I'm gonna promote him so he can present the application.
Who's presenting?
James, the applicant,
Oh,
should be here. I'm just getting the site plan up while he joins the meeting. He's there.
Bruce, yeah, this is Jim. Good evening. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can.
Yes?
Okay. You ready for me to start?
Yep.
Okay. What I would like to do is build a 10-foot by 16-foot above ground deck on the back of my property. So it's on the south, or on the back of the house. It's on the south and east corner of the lot. And there is a by the survey drawing that's that Bruce has put up here. This was the original when I purchased the property 19 years ago. There was an area that was identified as the wetlands buffer, and I've drawn the deck to scale, and it appears that about half of the deck on the back encroaches upon the line right there. So again, all I'm looking to do is build the deck. The existing ground underneath it is gravel. When the house was constructed, loose fill, sand, permeable soils were placed against the foundation. And the only disturbance during the construction would just be digging the holes for the sonotube footings. And I plan on digging those by hand, and we'll take the spoils and put them, outside of the upland review area.
Jim, can you locate where this is, where Swan Lane is?
It's off of, so from where you're located, as you're heading down Route 1 towards downtown Mystic. as you
Yeah,
come down the hill, you go past Fishtown Road, and
Yeah.
the first road on the right past Fishtown is I believe is Sharon. The next
Yeah.
road is Judson Avenue. So, yep, I think somebody or Bruce, somebody's got it right there.
yeah,
Yeah, I just pulled up here. So here's Route 1, New London Road, Fishtown
Yeah.
Road, Judson. So 12 Swan, it's right here off Judson.
yes. I know I've been by it. I just couldn't remember where it was.
I remember when these houses were built, there was a lot of, we spent a lot of time because there's some substantial wetlands back in there.
There's even an intermittent water course, isn't there? As I remember.
There is a small creek, and I went out yesterday with my survey tape measure and stretched the line between my house and the creek, and it's roughly from the edge of the house where you see the 67 foot, that's to the edge of the property line. From the edge of the house to the creek, it's approximately 92 feet.
Ah, okay. And then the deck comes out into that.
It comes out 10 feet, so it comes, the little swale, I think that's your upland review area, or it was identified on the drawing as a wetland buffer. So the deck would be 10 feet off the house. And
Okay,
and right now, I mean, there's not going to be any other disturbance or heavy equipment or anything there. Like I said, the decking, when I put the rim board on the house, it'll construct the deck. The only construction will be the digging of the holes to put the sonotube for the support of the deck in, and those can be dug by hand.
yeah, and those are two holes. Is that it? Or-
I would have to. I mean, usually these designs are pre-canned, depending on the depth of the the span and the size of the timber. So it's probably with a 16 foot width, there's probably a row of 3, and it's possible there'll be 2 rows. I'm thinking there's one on each end and one in the middle. That's an 8-foot span, and I'm not sure with the 10 foot whether it's 1 or 2 rows that are required.
Mhm. I'd like to look at this.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
so-
would too.
Yeah, so we can schedule a site walk. You may want to classify this tonight or at the next meeting. It's up to the agency.
Mm.
Yeah, just a little background on this subdivision. I did look in the files the other day when this application came in, and this was part of Meadows of Mystic subdivision. It was in the mid 80s, but this 75 wetland buffer was actually placed on that subdivision approval back then, and it's in the deed for this property as well, that there's no building within that 75 foot. But obviously, you know, the applicant has every right to come and ask for relief from that. You can see that, you know, the 75-foot buffer is, I mean, Jim, correct me if I'm wrong, but I mean, it's probably about 5 feet from the back side of his house here. So there's really not too much room to put a deck if it was going to be in the rear of the house, besides for in that buffer.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously, there's no demarcation on the property that indicates where that is. So I'm just going by, you know, where the house is placed and the dimensions on this, on the survey or the drawing, right, the survey drawing here. But yes, that's according to the scale. When I scaled it off, Bruce, it's, you know, approximately 5 feet from the house.
Out of curiosity, the wetlands buffer, when was that established?
I believe it was established at the time this subdivision was approved. So
Yeah. When
somewhere
was that?
between 1980 and 1990. I can't remember the exact date.
Oh, yeah, no, it was definitely after 1990. It was in the early 90s. I know I was working for the town when this one came through.
Yeah, it was definitely in the 90s.
So, yeah, so this subdivision did receive a wetland permit with upland review areas shown on here. There was also a bridge crossing of that water course that's behind the house to extend Judson Avenue from what was a cul-de-sac out to Route 1.
Mhm. Yeah, I remember this one.
Well,
You want to classify it, but Dave?
I think we should classify it. Obviously, it's a minor.
Yeah. Well, I make a motion to classify it as a minor.
Second it.
Okay, discussion? No? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? None? All right. Do you want to go out there and look at it, or do you want to do it individually, or?
I have tomorrow off.
What's
I
tomorrow?
It's Thursday.
That's right, it's Veterans Day.
Yeah.
We could go over there and look at it. What time?
We don't have time to post the meeting.
You don't have time to post that meeting, okay.
Right, you've got to post it 24 hours in advance in the clerk's office.
All right, then it would have to be next week. You'll have to wear your woolen ganchis next week.
It's gonna get cold.
It is. And I think Monday is going to be very wet.
You do Monday.
Or Wednesday, if you want to go out there in the afternoon.
I can't do Monday.
No, Monday's no good.
I can't do Tuesdays or Thursdays afternoon. Only in the morning.
Wednesday's looking better and better.
I work
Yeah.
after school on Wednesday.
We could do it after school. What time's that?
No, I work after school on Wednesday.
Oh, you do?
Could I
Thursday's the
go myself?
You can.
You can.
My calendar.
What about the following week?
That's the week of Thanksgiving.
No, no, the week after that.
seventh.
After that, the week of the
First week
29th.
of- Yeah, the
29th.
first week of December there.
I'm okay with that. If we're gonna talk about it at the next meeting, we'd have to do it before that.
Mhm.
I can do Monday that day, that week,
That's the 29th.
or Tuesday,
it.
or Wednesday.
I can do that. I can do Monday.
How about about Monday afternoon then?
That works for me.
Yeah,
Does it? Okay,
good.
What time is
Monday,
it?
the 29th?
You wanna
yeah,
do it at like 4 o'clock, or it's not gonna take more than 5 minutes.
exactly. 4 is fine for me.
Is that okay with you, Deb?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Well, I never like to inconvenience you, Deb, so,
No, it's fine. It's fine. I think Bruce might have class, but I can pick this up. It's not a problem.
all right, so we'll set it for the 29th at 4.
is the proposed deck marked on here? On this,
Yeah, there it is.
It is.
Yeah, it's right there.
Right
Mhm.
behind the chimney.
oh, I see.
It says chimney at any rate, yeah.
What's the width of the deck out from the house?
16 by 10, 10 by 16, so
So
it's
it's 16 wide and 10 deep.
Yeah, 10 off the house, 16 wide.
10 off the house, yeah. But can you just tell me what the address was again?
It's 12 Swan Lane.
All right, got it. Oh, yes, thank you.
Jim, you're adding on to, looks like there's already an addition on the original floor plan.
Yeah. Yes.
Maybe 16 by 16 or something like that.
Yeah, that was a 16 by 15-foot addition.
Gotcha.
So the concept is to come right off of that piece right there.
Yeah.
Depending on what
So,
size
yeah.
beams you use, 10 feet's not a bad span. If you go with 2 by 10,
Yeah, I think this, yeah, depending on, like you said, the depth of it right there.
5 feet into the buffer zone. But it looks like only 5 feet actually go into the buffer zone. Or
Yeah.
so.
at one
That's all.
corner, a little more than
Yeah.
that at the other corner, yeah.
Mhm.
But we'll look at it. All right. Let's see, did we? Yeah, we did. Okay, so we're all set.
Okay,
Thank
thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
All right, so we can go out and look at it. All right, do you have anything, Deb? I don't really have anything new now.
I don't have anything. Do you, Bruce?
No, I don't have anything new.
All right, I've been kind of keeping an eye on that house on High Street a lot, where all that massive amount of dirt was. I assume I'll go by again and look, but I assume they had to take that away because it would have added probably 2 or 3 feet to the depth of the lot. And as far as I could see, it's still at road level, so they couldn't have spread that massive mound out. They must have hauled it out of there. There is a mound of topsoil there presently, but go by and take a peek at it. All right, Deb, do you have anything?
No, I don't. Well, it's possible we may be back in person the first of the year. You probably all saw that the mask mandate has been lifted for the town of Groton.
Yeah.
So it's likely, as long as things remain the way they are and we're not masked up again, we should be back in person in January. Because we advertised this hearing as a Zoom hearing, we do need to continue it as a Zoom hearing in December.
All right. It's gonna be nice to get back together, see everybody in person.
Mhm.
All right, I think,
I had a walk up at the sheep farm, saw the new bridge. Very impressive. Doesn't look like they missed a speck of soil or anything at all to put that in.
they do a good job.
Yeah, it was very good.
Any other comments? Have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second, I'll assume one of you is a second then.
Second it.
I'll second
In favor, signify by saying aye.
it. Aye.
Abstaining? And noes? All right. Well, have a good week and we'll see you on the 29th.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Night.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Bye-bye.